Hello and welcome. Welcome to class 1124. She's pulling my leg. Me toma el pelo. She's pulling my leg. I was looking at the camera, and I was saying, okay, let's start. I said, pues sigue. What? Tiene 1000 tomas falsas de mí. Yeah. Los guardas, ¿no? Los guardas para la posteridad. If I become really famous, she'll have an incredibly valuable collection of strange moments. You know, it's similar to the Beatles. You know, the Beatles, she loves you, yeah. You know, there are a lot of films in the studio recording programs. And recently there was a 3-hour documentary about the Beatles. Somebody made a lot of money because they were always filming the Beatles in the studio when they were producing music. And she has probably 200 hours of me haciendo el ganso, you know, here between. Said, okay, all right, doing silly things. You see, I'm a silly person. Silly significa tonto, pero tonto como lo contrario es serio, no tonto de falta de luces. So I'm a silly person. I like doing silly things. Life is too short to take too seriously. Of course, I'm very serious too. You see, I have to be a good teacher, but you also need to balance it. Yes, and do silly things. And she has about 200 hours of me, you know, doing silly things. All right. Okay. I want to go back over one paragraph from yesterday on gain fluency, page 89, the 4th paragraph, and then one more, and then we'll move on to something else. Excuse me, yo entro en un ascensor y piso a una mujer, le piso el pie y me disculpo. Excuse me. Cuidado con la pronunciación. Hace años que no lo oigo, pero cuando vine a España, la gente decía squeeze me. Squeeze me es achúchame. O sea, squeeze es exprimir, exprímeme. Squeeze me. Excuse, con que la X suene. En español no. Excuse me. I didn't mean to step on your foot. No quise. Fue sin querer. He pensado sin querer, perdone. I didn't mean to step on. Step on. Pisar is to step on. To step casi no existe como verbo. Step es un escalón, un peldaño, un paso. Un paso hacia adelante. A step forward. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. 2 steps forward, 1 step back. All right. Ahora, pisar is to step on, not to step. O sea, pisar sobre, en. Excuse me, I didn't mean to step on your foot. Yeah, this elevator is so crowded that I couldn't help it. No podía evitarlo. Aquí no es ayudarlo, es evitar. I can't help it is... No lo puedo evitar, lo siento, I can't help it. This elevator is so crowded that I couldn't help it. By the way, your face rings a bell. No me gusta enseñar esta expresión rings a bell. Que me suena, tu cara me suena. Si tu cara toca una campana. Rings a bell. Y no me gusta enseñarlo porque los españoles tenéis la manía de decir rings me suena, y decís rings me a bell, y eso suena rarísimo en inglés. It rings a bell, es impersonal, no es me suene, no es que me suene, suena una campana, toca una campana. By the way, your face rings a bell. Your face rings a bell. Yes. Are you a nurse at General Hospital by any chance? Por casualidad, eres enfermera en Hospital General. Are you a nurse at General Hospital by any chance? All right. Excuse me. Yeah, I didn't mean to step on your foot. Yes, this elevator is so crowded that I couldn't help it. By the way, your face rings a bell. Are you a nurse at General Hospital by any chance? Are you a nurse? Todavía no recupero la voz. Are you a nurse at General Hospital by any chance? Okay, one more. Page 89 in the middle, paragraph 815. This is true, but not about me, about a teacher on my team, a teacher who's been working here for 30 years. Yes. Entonces voy a poner en su boca. My mother-in-law doesn't think I deserve a wife as perfect as her daughter. We've been happily married for 20 years, but my mother-in-law still thinks her daughter made a mistake. Yes. Yeah. La storba. La storba. ¿Sabes lo que es la storba? Es en griego para suegra. Storba. No, it's a joke, okay. Now, my mother-in-law, mi storba, mi suegra, my mother-in-law doesn't think I deserve a wife as perfect as her daughter. Yes. Tú no te mereces mi hija. Mi hija es perfecta. Tú eres don imperfecto. Don imperfecto y don imperfecto. All right. Now, my mother-in-law doesn't think I deserve. To deserve es merecer. Que yo no merezco una esposa tan perfecta como su hija. Okay. My mother-in-law doesn't think that. Opcional. My mother doesn't think I deserve a wife as perfect as her daughter. Yes. We've been happily married. Felizmente casados. Llevamos 20 años ya. Todo perfecto. We've been happily married for 20 years, but my mother-in-law still thinks her daughter made a mistake. Yes. Yeah. Sigue creyendo que su hija se equivocó al casarse. But we've been happily married for 20 years. And in spite of that, despite that, in spite of that, despite that, even though we've been married for 20 years, her mother still thinks I don't deserve her daughter. Yes. So, now that's not my case. But I have a teacher, he's a collaborator, whose mother-in-law, of course, the daughter is an only child, era hija única, o es hija única, and my friend, the teacher, I mean, he's very intelligent, but he's a funny guy, and the mother is como una marquesa. I mean, she's very rigid. You don't deserve, and she says it to his face, you don't deserve my daughter. I don't deserve your daughter? Maybe your daughter doesn't deserve me. All right. So that's the story of the mother-in-law. So we're on page 89 and we'll stop there. Esta vez sí que voy a marcar el lugar with a bookmarker. What's next? Paula Eisenbach is in the Canary Islands. Yes. Que bien se lo pasa. Yeah, look at that. Que da envidia. Yeah, she's, I don't know, where is she? Paula Eisenbach is glad she has only one semester before she finishes her studies. It's Christmas, the Christmas break, the Christmas holidays. And Paula is with her parents in the Canary Islands enjoying the sun. She's in her last year at the University of Heidelberg, and she has only one semester left. She has only one semester left. All right? And she's happy. Paula Eisenbach is glad. Se alegra de que solo tiene. She's glad that she has only one semester before she finishes her studies. Although she loves Heidelberg's, hello, Although she loves Heidelberg, aunque le encanta Heidelberg, a mí también. Although she loves Heidelberg, she wants to get away from it. To get away from it is poner tierra de por medio. O sea, alejarse de ello, o sea, de ella, de la ciudad. Although she loves Heidelberg, she wants to get away from it. To get away. Get away means aléjate. Go away is márchate, pírate, esfúmate. Go away. Get away is para atrás. Get away. Get away también es escaparse. To get away. He got away. Lo tenía agarrado así. Se soltó y the horse got away. I was trying to control the horse and I couldn't control the horse. And the horse got away. Yeah. Hacer algo malo y no te pillan is to get away with it. You got away with it. Yeah. He stole money from the company safe and got away with it. He was never caught. Robó el dinero de la caja fuerte, de la empresa. He stole money from the company safe, escrito SAFE, see? And nobody caught him. Never. He got away with it. So to get away. But in this case, it's poner tierra de por medio. She wants to get away from, although she loves Heidelberg, she wants to get away from it. Right now, ahora mismo, ¿qué hace? Right now, she's sunbathing. Están bañándose un baño de sol. Se dice sunbathe. Sunbathe is tomar el sol. Yeah, to tan. Right now, she's sunbathing on a long beach. Playa larga. On a long beach. Yes. In the Canary Islands. The Canary Islands. Ese muda en islands. The Canary, las Islas Canarias, las Islas de los Canes, las Islas Perrunas, the Canary Islands. All right. She's with her parents, away from the university, and away from Tom Sanders. All right. Yeah. Normally a girl, she's 22 years old. To go to the Canary Islands is fantastic. But with her parents? No. She preferred to go to the Canary Islands with friends or with a boyfriend or something. But in this case, it doesn't matter. She wants to get away as far as possible from Heidelberg and from Tom Sanders. Yeah. Her last 2 weeks in Heidelberg were unbearable. Were unbearable. Insoportable. I remember teaching in the nuclear plant, la central nuclear de Zorita, ahora descomisionada, en Guadalajara, provincia, near Pastrana. Okay. And I remember teaching a group of wives, las esposas de algunos ingenieros ahí. And I said, and your husbands? My husband is insoportable. Insoportable, okay. Insoportable in English, no. Unbearable. Unbearable. Bear, como oso, suena como la palabra oso y se escribe igual. To bear es aguantar, soportar. Unbearable. Bearable es soportable, aguantable. Unbearable, pues lo contrario. Her last 2 weeks in Heidelberg before the Christmas break were unbearable, no? Eso es lo que dice aquí, no? Yeah. Her last 2 weeks in Heidelberg were unbearable. Ever since she told Tom she wasn't interested in going with him to California, he's been calling her. You remember, she said to Tom Sanders, Tom, no thank you. I can't go with you to California. Our relationship is professional, and I don't want a deeper relationship. And Tom got upset, and he got angry. And he said, I don't want you to work with me anymore. And so he told her to go fly a kite. Le dijo que fuera a volar una cometa. vete a tomar viento fresco. He said, we say, vete a volar una cometa. Go fly. Dos verbos, go to fly, no. Go fly a kite. Go fly a kite. Vete a saltar en un lago. Se dice en inglés también. Go jump in a lake. Las formas suaves de mandar a alguien a esos sitios. Go fly a kite. Go to hell también. Vete al infierno. Go to hell. Go fly a kite. Go jump in a lake. And so, but he's calling her every day now. Yeah. He's harassing her. La está acosando un poco. He is harassing her. Harass, con H. Arras, doble S al final. Harass. Harass. R simple en medio. To harass. He's harassing her. He's not harassing me. He's harassing Paula. All right. He's been calling her for the last 2 weeks. Yes. He calls her at least 3 times a day. He calls her at least 3 times a day. Twice, Paula has seen him following her between the university buildings. You know, she's walking from one class to another between the buildings and on the university. She's seen him following her. He calls her 3 times a day. He's following her around the campus of the University of Heidelberg. Yes. Her two flatmates, you know, she lives in a flat. Paula Eisenbach lives in a flat in the center of Heidelberg. And she has 2 flatmates, 2 girls. One who's a student and the other who's working in a fashion shop in the center of Heidelberg. Now, twice, her flatmates told her she should call the police. You should call the police, Paula. He es un acosador. He's ¿cómo se dice esto? Stalking you. Stalk. Como talk, hablar. Con hablar, la L es muda. Talk. Te estoy talking. I'm talking to you. Talk. Si pones una S delante, stalk. Y yo sí pronuncio la L. Yo digo stalk. Stalk. He's stalking her. Está siguiéndole a todos los sitios detrás. Maybe with bad intentions. That's a stalker. Un acosador. Que siempre te sigue. Stalker. So she thinks her flatmates are telling her that she should call the police. But Paula doesn't think it's necessary. It's not necessary. She thinks Tom will eventually get over his infatuation with her and leave her alone. She thinks Tom will eventually get over his infatuation with her and leave her alone. It's an interesting sentence. What does she think? What does Paula think? She thinks that Tom will eventually no es eventualmente, es un falso amigo en inglés. Meaning, eventually means al final. Que antes o después se cansará de ella. O superará su encaprichamiento. Está encaprichado, dice. Infatuación. To get over es superar. Una enfermedad, por ejemplo. En este caso, un encaprichamiento. She thinks he will eventually get over his infatuation with her and leave her alone. Y dejarla ya en paz. And leave her alone. Yeah. Maybe. I don't know. What do you think? Yeah. Her flatmates thinks she should call the police. If he continues harassing her, acosándola, if he continues harassing her when she gets back to Heidelberg in January, after the Canary Islands, then she may go to the police. Puede que vaya. She may go. Maybe yes, maybe not. Maybe so. If he continues harassing her when she gets back to Heidelberg in January, then she may call the police, or she may go to the police. Tom's a strange young man. Es un joven extraño. Tom's a strange young man. He's a very talented artist, but he's extremely introverted. Introvertido. He's extremely introverted. He never does anything but work on his drawings. Nunca sale, nunca hace nada, salvo trabajar en esos dibujos. He never does anything but work on his drawings and talk about how he hates the food in Germany. I like the food in Germany. Me gusta la comida alemana. But he never does anything but work on his drawings and talk about how he hates the food in Germany. I hate the food in Germany. All right. His apartment is always messy. Como Leo Messi, no. Messi is desordenado. His apartment is always messy, and he always wears either the same blue suit without a tie or a Disneyland t-shirt. So he wears it's interesting, he wears a blue suit, un traje azul, con camiseta debajo, de Disneyland Disneyland t-shirt. All right. He's a strange young man. Okay. Yes. He never goes out and doesn't seem to have any friends. Preciosa frase para practicar en inglés. Nunca sale y no parece tener amigos. He never goes out. He never goes out. Se entiende ir por ahí de pingo. He never goes out and doesn't seem to have any friends. Y no parece. And doesn't seem. No repito el he, aunque el repetir he no pasa nada. He doesn't go out and he doesn't seem to have any friends. Yes. I've lost my place. She worked at his apartment for about 2 months. Paula worked at his apartment for about 2 months, and he never asked her out to dinner or even to have a coffee. So for 2 months, 3 days a week, she went to Tom's apartment to help him with the drawings. Not even once. He never asked her out, asked her out to dinner, not even to have a coffee. Oye, bajamos a tomar un café. Never. Okay. If he's interested in Paula, he should be a little bit more, I don't know, gentlemanly. Yeah. But in any case, yes. For the next 2 weeks, however, Paula can forget about Tom and enjoy the sun and the beach. Yeah. Ahí, en Canarias. For the next 2 weeks, however, yo pensaba que iba a estar una sola semana. However, for the next 2 weeks, however, Paula can forget about Tom and enjoy the sun and the beach. Yes. She'll spend another week with her parents in Munich before heading back. Antes de dirigirse de nuevo. Dirigirse a un sitio, usamos cabecear, to head back. Before heading back to Heidelberg. By then, para entonces, se espera, by then, hopefully, Tom will have found another person to help him and will have forgotten about Paula. Wishful thinking. Yeah, how much time do we have left? Yeah, all right, very little time. Wishful thinking. She's hoping that by the time she goes back for the final semester at the University of Heidelberg, that Tom will have, futuro perfecto, se habrá olvidado de ella, will have forgotten about her and will have found another person to help him with the drawings. Wishful thinking means pensando con los deseos y no con el raciocinio. We say wish, se usa mucho. Wishful thinking, which is unrealistic thinking. Because what will happen when she goes back? Will Tom continue harassing her? Will he continue following her around on the campus, stalking her? Who knows? Will he continue calling her 3 times a day? Yeah. Paula doesn't want to spend the last semester at the university under the stress of a person harassing her. So, but as her flatmate said, if he continues harassing her, she may go to the police. She may go to the police. What would you do in that case? Would you go to the police and say, there's a student who is following me around on campus, calling me 3 times a day, and harassing me? Often the police, but Heidelberg is a small city, so I think probably the police would pay attention to her, but I don't know. But I have to go now. It's been a pleasure. I hope tomorrow to have my voice back. Take care.